I watched The Dangerous Lives of Altar Boys recently, and it solidified the question in my mind. Does childhood ever really end? It's this coming-of-age movie about these trouble-causing boys at a Catholic school. One of the main characters, Tim Sullivan, really drives home this point that life isn't about being saved, but whether or not you lived with vulnerability and joy. I think that's what childhood is all about. I remember as a little kid, me and my classmates shared everything with each other. I used to think that was because we were encouraged to share prayer requests with the class, but as I got older, I came to believe that it's because we didn't yet have any reason to not trust each other. Even if someone hurt our feelings, these were our friends. We knew they didn't mean it with any harm. There have, conversely, been so many times in my life when I thought I was just so grown up. In 4th grade, I made janky lipstick out of crayons and chapstick I found around the house. Then, in 8th grade, I was one of the oldest in the middle school. 17 felt old. But then it didn't anymore. I didn't feel old when I went up to do a speech, blacked out midway through and forgot what I was saying, came off the stage and came back up and had the utmost support of my peers. That was the vulnerability coming back. It was that same vulnerable support from when I was a little kid. I'm not saying you have to fail to be vulnerable. I'm not saying to trust people who hurt you. But I feel like so much of this insecurity I've had in my life around being too, whimsical, is just because I'm more vulnerable. It can feel iykyk, being that raw and open, but it also feels like living. That openness allows people to make themselves at home. That's the only way to live. I think other people ought to be just as insecure as I am about that, about living, that fear of screwing it all up. They push away vulnerability, and with it joy, in an attempt to grow up. Childhood only ends if you force it away.